Hello, this is Smileflips. Welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we are going to New Donk City, also known as the Metro Kingdom. We are more than halfway through the story kingdoms, and they're almost finished. When we get to the next kingdom, I will be changing Mario into the clown. So that's just a little bit of a warning, just because we do need to use the clown to get more of the moons. But before I go and do that, I'm actually going to start just simply swapping the costume over, ready so that we can literally finish the story in that. There he is, Creepy Clown Mario. Here we go, New Donk City. Person we're looking for should only have person we're looking for should only have there he is. That was quite quick. Usually this one takes forever to find. As he can say. I'm just going to try to get as many of these objectives as I can. I'm not going to go to get a maximum amount of jump rope, because I think if Balloon World carries over, our leaderboard status of first place should still carry over as well. Go and check the jump rope leaderboard just to make sure. If it doesn't, I'm not really bothered, because I'd rather just 100% complete the game. Yep. Like, I'm not really bothered about where I am on the leaderboards. The only thing I care about is the fact that I 100% complete the game. Now what we want to do is we want to go and find the purse. And then go to the mayor and give it to her, as well as answer a few questions about her.
Hello. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Yep. I'm not very good at guessing this.
Oh.
Sounds fun. Okay.
Oh.
Mushrooms.
Yes. Oh.
You have to say fantastic, double she goes ballistic. Captured by an egg. we go.
Oh. Yeah. Woo. Oh. Yay.
There we go.
Huh?
Got a moon now.
Oh. Yeah.
Come on, just give me the moon. Here we go. A request from the man. I don't care about the dialogue. We go another moon. Like, I think it's hilarious the fact that one of the objectives later on is literally to dress Mario as a clown and go and say hi to someone. The majority of people in real life would be terrified of that. Actually. Play this bit. This is Super Mario Bros. But we're playing as a clown this time. And in the actual game, we don't actually backtrack. If I remember, as this pipe, yeah, gives us our first of the two moons. There we go. With the next one. There we go. There we go, that level's done. There we go. Where next? Cooper Free Run is one of the ones that we've not done yet. That's up here. And then we've also got the motorcycle things, and then we've got Peach. 3 more. And then there's 4 more to find. So what we want to do is we're going to climb up Empire State Building and then jump over. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up. There we go. Princess Peach here, and then we'll go and get the motorcycle on the right. Here we go, so it's Peach. Here we go, Peach in the Metro Kingdom. If the way that they wanted you to do the different kingdoms as a certain route, they should literally develop the game so you have to go that particular route. So now we're going to go and get the motorbike one. Teleport all the way back up. Because what we want to do is we want to just jump off. We want to jump off and race along the top of the buildings. Because then if we can jump along the top of the buildings, this. There we go. The motorbike's there. I know it's called a motor scooter in real life, but I'm just calling it motorbike. Because to me, it is just a motorbike. Let's go talk to the parrot. Powering up the power plant. Gemming Metro. You want to find the RC car track? There we go. There we go. Now we're going to go talk to the parrot one more time. Bird travelling the city. Bird travelling the city will be the last one we go for in this kingdom. So we've got powering up the power plant and binoculars to find. Binoculars are over there. And after that we'll go and smash the rock and we'll go and go and find what we need. There he is. Now, as for non-binary topic in this one, let me think. One reason is one thing that I want to talk about that's important to being non-binary is pretty much what this means for people in a relationship if you're dating a non-binary person. Because not everyone knows what it means when you're dating a non-binary person. But the thing is, you're supposed to support non-binary people in the decision if you're dating one. Just because, at the end of the day, in a non-binary relationship, you are going in a non-binary relationship, you are supposed to look after each other, especially if your parents are transphobic or don't believe in gender beyond the binary. Like many people, what they do who are non-binary and feel comfortable talking about it is they literally either do YouTube or go on telly, just to try and help educate people on what non-binary is and how you should go about with respecting non-binary people and stuff. Because if you respect the non-binary person and you're close to that non-binary person, then it's not only good for you, but it's also good for the non-binary person's mental health. Because looking after a non-binary person, whether you're dating them or not, well, they then feel a comfort talking to you, and if they feel comfortable talking to you and there's nothing wrong, they may tell you what issue they're facing, and then you might be able to support them in some way or form. That's why getting to know like a partner who's non-binary, if they are non-binary, that's why getting to know them is very useful, because not only if you're dating a non-binary person, they should be able to trust you, but it also means that they should be able to give you their trust, and you understand them for who they are, rather than trying to make out that they are something that they're not. Like, if you're dating a non-binary person, you can help with their mental health during the hard times, then in the positive times, then you're going to have like a really good relationship, a lasting relationship, and a relationship where the person's not going to feel like a burden, basically. Because sometimes when you're non-binary and you're having one of those dysphoria days, as I call them, what happens is pretty much when you're feeling uncomfortable with something about yourself, if you can then get a bit of support from someone, especially someone who is close to you or someone that you're dating, then that means that you as a person, and then your partner as well, it strengthens your bond and pretty much makes the non-binary person feel more like welcome, feel loved, feel like someone cares about them, all of this lovely stuff. That's why it's important to listen to a non-binary person, especially if they've only just come out to you. It's a little bit different if, for instance, sometimes if you're dating the person, they might feel like you're the only person that they feel comfortable talking to about it. And then if you like deny them the basic, oh, I understand that you're non-binary, or tell me what this means, I don't really understand what it means, then at least you're showing that you're making an effort to try and assist them in their true road to being themselves, rather than being someone who sees them as just who they were. It's not who you were, it's who you're going to become. That's what being non-binary, a non-binary ally is about is not thinking about who they were, thinking about who they're going to become in the future. Because if you see someone who's non-binary who seems to be like distressed or uncomfortable in their own skin, then instead of just being like, oh, sorry I can't help you and all that, no. If you're dating a non-binary person and they seem like they're a little bit upset, you're always welcome to ask them what's wrong, and if there's any way that you can help. And then if you can't help, and they say there's nothing that you can do to help, that's when you leave it. But then if they say, oh, if you do this for me, this will help, and it's something that you're able to do for them, and it's not out of, like, and it's not basically out of the ordinary, then yeah, that can help boost the person's both mental health, but as well, it also makes them feel more welcome, more comfortable and more included in whatever you're up to, especially if they have recently had a lot of transphobic comments put against them, whether it's at work or whether it's amongst like mutual friends or something, or even if it's not even a mutual friend but it's something that's been bothering them, like, yeah, especially if they're bothered about something, that's when you should step up and be like, what's wrong, is there any way I can help? Even if they're your friends, you don't even need to be in a relationship to ask that, because we all have our bad days, whether it's a dysphoria day or a day where we're feeling down, or a day where we just need a bit of help, a day where we need someone to help us. Everyone's got one of those days. Not just non-binary people, it's everyone. Like, that's the one thing that non-binary people should always be reassured of, is that it's not just them who's going through stuff like that. Everyone has bad days. Everyone has days where they don't feel happy with themselves, they feel annoyed with themselves, they feel like they shouldn't be who they truly are because of people being horrible to them. Like, anyone who's bullied in school knows that. Anyone who's been in a bad relationship knows that as well. Like, you can't blame. You can't just remember the past, you need to think about the future as well. Because I know that a negative experience can affect your whole life, but if you get the right partner who can support you through all the dark times, then they can get you, then they can spend time with you at your best times and possibly have one of the best relationships they've ever had, rather than be seen as like, oh, I'm dating this person, oh, why am I dating them, they're boring. Instead of basically being negative all the time, try and turn a negative into a positive, so pretty much be like, what's wrong, how can I help, or why are you feeling down, or if they've got like a favourite activity, so they really like going to a certain place, ask them, oh, you're seeming a little bit down, how about next week we go to, for instance, the museum, or their favourite place, like their favourite theme park, or something like that. If it's just for one day where both of you are off work, or both of you have got a day spare, whatever, then yeah.
Hey! Sweet!
Because everyone deserves to have a little day where they can just relax and be themselves. I'm hunting out for eyes because there should be one of these with eyes on the back of the hat. There it is. The speech bubbles gave it away. There we go. There's 2 there and then Cooper 3 running. I think that's where we're going to go next. But that's the thing with non-binary and that is pretty much one way to be both a good ally but also a good partner to a non-binary person is simply just supporting them in everything that they do. Even throughout like their transition, that is going to be the hardest part of their life. Because trying to get like your family and that who, for some people, aren't accepting, will kick them out. So being there for them and potentially, if they get kicked out of their home, because their family is like, no, I don't want a non-binary person under my roof, then it's up to you to be the one who is there for them. Especially if you especially if both of you have a job, but your partner hasn't got like a place to live or anything. So without a home, they wouldn't be able to work, and without being able to work, they wouldn't be able to have income to allow themselves to live. Like, you need to think, what's the negative things that could happen in this relationship? What might I need to do? And then be like, okay, I'm willing to do this if such and such happen. Like, don't say it to the non-binary person's face or whoever you're dating's face, because the thing is, you shouldn't say, oh, if you ever become homeless, I'll support you, because the thing is, that may make them think that you think they're going to become homeless or something like that. Instead, it's like, no matter what, I'll always support you or something like that. If you say something like that, and cover up the true intentions of what you're saying, basically, you're not technically lying, you're just saying that you're going to support them through everything good and bad. Which also means that basically, whenever they're having a bad story, you are going to support them through all that as well. You're going to support them through the positives, the negatives. If they need something, you're going to be there for them. That's basically what you're saying when you say that. But if you're saying, oh, if you're ever homeless, then I will be here for you. That's basically being like, that could cause them to think multiple things, like either you're not dating them for them, you're dating them for like social respect and all that. But honestly, if you truly love someone and they are non-binary, just accept them for who they are and support them through all the negative times. Because the more support you give someone in the negative times, the more likely you're going to actually just give you're not only going to have negative experiences, but you're also going to turn some negative experiences that they're having into positive ones. Especially if, for instance, the family kicks them out and you're being like, oh, come over here and live with me. Like, I know that's not for everyone, and I know not everyone would be able to do that. Especially if, for instance, especially if both of you are still living with your parents and some of your parents are transphobic and all that. No. If that's the case, then either try to educate them on it, but then if everything fails, what you should do then is just be like, I don't need you in my, say to like the people who are being negative in that, I don't need you in my life. We are happy as we are, so just leave us alone. Or something like that. Just basically tell them to leave you alone, and then they should leave you alone. Especially if you've got a partner who's so negative towards you and basically saying that they don't want anything to do with you and that. No. If they don't want anything to do with you, then don't get them to do anything with you. Just become your own person. Just go independent. However, if it becomes the case where your family are getting you to choose between them or your partner, make sure that if you choose your partner, you're not actually leaving it in a way where, if for instance it doesn't end good, you've broken your family trust with your family and that. Because the thing is, if you and your partner break up for whatever reason, and you want your family back and you damage your relationship with them too much, then pretty much what will happen then is, well, you'll lose your family. Like, I'm not saying that everyone who dates non-binary people lose their family, because that's not true. It depends on what the family is like, because if the family is against like non-binary and transitioning and that, and it's more about thinking about themselves, thinking about like the relationships and all that, then yeah. The positive thing though to every relationship is especially if your partner or your family is accepting of transgender people, then that's good. Because the thing is, everyone who is living in like, everyone who's in a relationship should be happy with the person they're dating. Because otherwise, why are you dating them? Because if you're dating someone who you're not happy to be dating, and it's not working out, especially if your partner is especially if your partner's non-binary, if for instance your family aren't accepting that you are dating a non-binary person, then yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue, not with you, not with your relationship, but with the people that you are around. And if that's the case, what you should do is you should simply just be like, no, this is my relationship, this is my partner, I can date whoever I want, don't tell me who I should date, well, I don't tell you who you should date, stuff like that. Like, it's alright to act defensive for your partner. Especially if this partner is like, non-binary, or if you're in a gay relationship and your parents aren't accepting of it. Stuff like that. It's fine to get annoyed with them. Because, yeah. Because if you get annoyed with someone because they are basically trying to break your relationship up, then yeah. But thanks for watching this episode, and then the next one, hopefully we'll be talking about a much more positive topic. And in the next episode, unfortunately, we will be at the Snow Kingdom. One of my least favourite kingdoms in the game. So thanks for watching, and bye!